welcome back to season what? 2. We made it. We did.
Yes.
And I missed you guys.
We missed you.
Yes. You guys, we first of all want to thank you for rocking with us for season 1. Now keep following us, keep listening. We have some amazing topics to talk about. We didn't rehearse nothing. We didn't do a walkthrough, run through, nothing. So you getting the real, the raw, our hearts. And we just hope we could help you through whatever you're going through, or to uplift you up at the same time.
Yes.
So with
transparency this season, I think.
Yes. Oh yes. Especially the topic today.
Absolutely. So let's get to it. Season 2 is kicking off with a recap. We're in 2026, but we're already ready to recap 2026. Has anybody's 2026 started off like mine? Because I feel like I've had 12 months already, and this is April. So we're going to recap 2026 already to start off, and I'll start. I'll take it. When I tell you 2026 came out windmilling, like pulled my ponytail windmilling,
snatched the edges.
Edges gone. I'm glad 2026 comes one time. So I can say for me, 2026 has been very interesting. It has been very painful at times. It has been lesson learning. It has been it has dragged me. It has. I can honestly say that. And usually there's one part of your life where something, it could be relationship, or maybe it's the job, or maybe it's your children. I can say that probably 4 to 5, like all at the same time.
Like
Honestly.
Combo.
I can't. And the thing of it is that I know it's a faith test. And usually, we throw around scriptures and we're like, he won't put more on you. I told people somebody told me last week, he won't put more on you than you can bear. And I said, stop lying. That's a lie. I really feel like my faith has been tested, but tested in every area of my life. Thank God, health has been good.
Yeah.
My child is good. My grandchild is fine and developing and flourishing. But in the areas of finance, business development, challenges with just what comes with being an entrepreneur in itself, I can say 2026 has literally taken me down and through there.
Yes. And you know what? I could respect you for saying that, because a lot of people with businesses and, they have their own podcasts, or they just are making content, and it's just always good.
No.
The fluff.
The fluff. But here, we're just going to be honest with you, and we all have multiple businesses, and it gets rough.
Very rough. These 4 months I had to look and ask myself, is this why I no longer do resolutions at the end of the year? Did you all do resolutions for
I did not. I had some goal setting, but I didn't.
I set goals, but I've gotten to the point where I'm only setting like one major goal, or I'll focus on one word. Remember how we had a word? I'll focus on that word of tenacity or overflow. I think those are some of my words for this year. And the year is not gone, so I'm not counting God out. But when I tell you that, do you remember that alabaster box she pulled from? Mine is empty. Wow. It's empty. There has been some major challenges, and the way I think I have to look at it is the glass half empty or is it half full? Am I going to take these first 4 months and let that dictate the rest of the year?
Right.
Or am I going to stand up and say, okay, that's all you got. That's all you got.
You're gonna stay in the fight.
Yes. So it's been challenging, but it has taught me a whole lot. It has taught me a lot. I've had to pivot more than once in major ways that I never saw coming. Oh, wow. So I think 2026, a recap so far, if I could sum it up into one word, I would say challenging. Okay. I would say 2026 has been very, very challenging.
Okay. Well, I'll just jump in and piggyback, because I'm right there with you. edges snatched, like literally using the oil to grow them back.
Seriously,
Not the miracle.
I'm telling you, the miracle growth. Seriously, like
yes.
on every angle too. Personal, marriage. It doesn't matter how many years you have been married. The work never stops.
No.
Communication. Literally, because at the beginning of the year I usually do a fast with my church. This fast really pushed and stretched me, but God really checked me on some things that I thought I had together.
Okay.
And so,
And who better to check you, right?
who better than to check? And I received every bit of it humbly. So that's on a personal level, but business wise, I have felt so overwhelmed trying to be the jack of all trades and wearing all of the capes. I don't have a cape anymore. And as far as the goal setting, what I do now is I do a nighttime. I look for small wins. So I'll do at night. I'll write a list.
That's good.
I'll write a list of things that I want to accomplish for the week.
Sure.
But I give myself grace because each day, if something doesn't get accomplished, I'll do priorities and I'll just move it up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's been huge for me. Not having a team, just kind of being like an army of one.
And that's it. That's
Also that's been rough. Like literally, they had some ball out crying days. Like needing my husband to see that too, because he got all the ideas, but the ideas always seem to come over here to me to be the executor and the this and the that. And so that's been a lot. So spiritually, emotionally, just all up and through there with 2026, it has been extremely challenging. I feel like I'm starting to see the light because, as we'll get to, I can go back to some lessons learned and some things that I'm doing now to take care of me, and that is making things, a lot better.
Wow. That's well, I'm just jump right
happy
on
to know
in.
I'm not alone.
You're not
I
alone.
feel like
You're not alone.
2026 has dragged me.
Yeah.
No. Now I'm gonna take y'all back to New Year's Day.
Okay. The beginning.
I mean, I always have hope towards the end of the year.
Right.
Like I always say, my word was, this is the year of intention.
Yeah.
And I always go in half glass full, thinking, mindset shift, thinking, and then went to have dinner with family. And OMG,
that's where
it went left. It went left, and I don't want to really get into detail. But what I would say is, I am a giver. I am a natural giver. I don't have any grandkids, so I do for my great nieces, my nephews, anybody that's pretty much in need, I give. And pretty much it was like, don't overdo or get in between their situation, because that was that particular person's grandchild. And so it was like literally told to step back. And my thing is, I build bonds with all my family, and I just felt like, well, I don't have anything to do with what you got going on, because at the end of the day, it's not about you, me, it's about the child.
Right.
So I thought, but that went left so bad. It went left so bad. And it really shook me up. And it made me say, okay, I'm a mind shift, all right. I'm not hosting nothing. I'm not doing nothing at my house. Yeah, because see, I would host. Yeah. I would get the food.
You are the hostess.
I would create the games. I mean, build them.
Just doing it all.
Put them together. $100 gifts. $100 gifts for the games if you win something. And I said this year, I gotta pull back a little bit, because that took me over. So that was from a family standpoint, and then I just threw everybody in the pot to try to get over. Then you get, one thing happened, and you start thinking about everybody that be asking and taking advantage. So So I'm like, nope, nobody's going to be able to do that. And then from a business, like you said, I have staff, but as a leader, you're still this one person on me. Now, I'm a widow. So you got support, in
the background. In the background.
But it's still there.
Yes.
For me, it's just me.
Yes.
It's just me.
So it's me. And I have to say, okay, either this ship is going to sink or it's going to keep afloat. And so that's some pressure, with the president, budget cuts that will affect our businesses. Yes. It's me. Yeah. With all these mortgages and properties and things like that. So just really not trying to worry myself and just stay at a place of faithfulness.
Yeah.
Knowing God has seen me through, He will continue to see me through. Absolutely. But at times, I will admit, sometimes you have those days where you don't really know. So though that was being tested, the career. And then I said the family, and then menopause with its ugly self.
Why you bring her up?
The ugly self. Okay.
Keep coming back.
We don't like
because sometimes I gotta go through all of what I just told y'all, and then I don't know if that damn be happy or sad. So, child, with that, and then the president in this world.
That's enough within itself. But I've learned, and maybe it's just because of who I am, it may sound crazy to say, I don't care about that. I care, but I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear nothing he has done today. I don't want to hear nothing silly. I don't want to read a tweet, a twat, a twit. I don't want to read nothing this man has said or done. Because in my mind, I've already made up in my mind that there are some people that only God can get.
That's right.
There's only some people that there's nothing we can do to bring you down.
No,
there's nothing.
No.
And so I've already made up in my mind that that's going to be handled. When it's handled, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Hopefully sooner than later.
Right.
Yes.
But that's one thing that I can say that I won't put that on my plate. There's enough on my plate. I won't deal with that.
And I don't really put it on my plate, but it's like looking at me through a window because it's almost like this is America.
Yeah.
Like this is America.
Like shocking.
The first few times, and we've had several now instances of oh my God, for real. Mm-hmm. But the first couple of times, I think it may have caught me off guard. But after that, I'm just like, pass the popcorn. Because at this point, nothing surprises me. And that's how I'm okay with knowing that eventually it will come to a head.
That's right.
And it's not going to be pretty.
And I guess for me, it's not really out of sight, out of mind because I do care what goes on in the world.
Right.
But when it hits home, it's different.
Yeah. It is.
So when I moved into my house, it's been 5 or 6 years now. I've always had the same lawn person, and because of this situation, I believe I don't have.
Oh, wow.
I had to part ways with my lawn person because of the safety in the situations in this world. And it just makes me so mad. I'm like,
I think we're all at a point where we're at a point where we're angry. We're angry in different ways, and it affects us all differently. Yeah. It affects your businesses more so than mine, but at the end of the day, it affects us all. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think with that situation, I tend to just sit it to the side, and I put that over here with this is something I can't fix. That's a God fix. There's some things over here that I can work on and fix. But he's on an island by himself.
Yeah.
So basically, like focusing on the things you can control.
Right.
And just
Definitely.
Which is my peace. And which leads me to my. I know this is probably bad to say because I have a podcast, but my social media break.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I take them sometimes quite often. And let me clear the air because a lot of people, my daughter was saying like, Mama, do you think when you take these breaks people think something wrong? Nothing's wrong.
Right.
Nothing's wrong like that. Nothing is wrong. It's to protect that. Nothing. Just ask me what's right.
Right.
Because that's what it is. My peace is protected. I'm in my own lane. I'm not arguing with nobody. I can support you when I see you. I don't have to read and know your every business or anything like that. I'm in that phase, and there's nothing wrong with social media. And if you doing it, I'm not knocking it or anything. It's just for me going in from into 2026. I really needed this break.
Yeah, and that's good.
Yeah,
and you have to know what
you
works
need.
for
That's
you.
right.
Yeah, you have to know when you need that breaking point and what works for you. So I applaud you, and you've always done that. You've always said it's nothing for you to be like, I'm out, and then we'll see you pop back up looking pretty. But yeah, you'll step out in a minute.
And I've seen people out, and I just same love, same me. So you know,
So let me ask this question: sounds like we've all been through 2026 already. Do you feel, or are you happy? Because I look at it this way too. I'm happy that if this is the worst of it, I'm happy that it has happened now, sooner than later, so that I can focus on the rest of 2026.
Right.
Do you feel the same? Because I feel like, okay, Lord, I took some punches, but if this is the worst of it, I can get back up and I can still focus. We can still win.
Yeah.
We can still.
We still
in
the fight.
got time, right?
We
still got. So do you feel like that?
I do.
Okay.
I actually feel like that because now I have a new plan of attack. And it's like the tricks that the enemy was kind of getting over. It was like by me seeing them. It's like, it was like, you know what? I got you. And so now that I have a new plan of attack, I'm starting to see the manifestation of it and what's happening as a result of me getting in alignment. Because I was getting, girl, my mouth, I felt myself going back to my first book, The Power of Shut Up Grace. Baby, I used to be a professional cusser, okay, and prided myself in it, and would get in the mirror when I'm cussing you out because I want to see myself and do my, you know, and I saw myself going back, girl. It was like, I'm telling you, I would chop you up. This tongue is fierce, and I really be trying to, like, you know, be a good example. It's been, even my granddaughter checked me on. I ain't say too much, but she checked me on it. Like, was that necessary?
Right.
Was that necessary?
That means what you're teaching, though, she is impactful. She knows right from wrong,
and she knows that I don't do that. So she like this out of wrong. And she'll start questioning things, and so that made me also kind of check myself. Like, okay, girl, you doing a little too much. Pull it back in. So but
something you said, you mentioned how the business and your husband and the relationship, and you mentioned the crying and things of that nature. It has been so hard for me that I can't cry. That's a scary place to be in for me.
Okay.
When I don't have tears.
Yeah.
That's a scary place to be in for me. Because the question is, do you go so far without crying that eventually you just break? And I mean
that's what
really
happened.
Break.
That's what happened to Wanda.
Or are you holding it? Have you taught yourself to refrain from crying because I'm tough? I don't cry. And I'm a crier. I'm a crier.
I think with each experience, it has taught you something, whether you know it or not. And each experience is making you stronger and stronger. Yeah. So it's almost like, okay, that first blow, that hurt.
Yeah.
You know, the devil, he gave you a real hard punch. But that second blow, it hurt too. But give me, that's all you got.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe that it just makes you stronger. I don't think that you're becoming cold or not even attentive to what's going on in your world, because you can describe it very well. But I think that you're just getting stronger in that situation.
Makes sense.
And for me, I see the light too. Something you said, windmilling. I windmill every day. I get up and windmill. Only thing I ain't windmill yet too is that gym. But
where do you? We have to get to that, because how do you find the energy? After I have windmill, I salute you all that's in the gym and y'all getting up at 5 o'clock, or I see y'all going in at 8 p.m. Listen,
I'm an evening gym.
I can't find. It's not just the energy for me. Also, it's time, because when I say from the time my feet hit the floor till I started making myself go to bed. If not, I would be up trying to figure out how to take over the world all night long. So, what? That's a whole nother subject, but where do I find the time and the energy?
I know.
'Cause I just want my bed and some sleep.
But like I said, I think for all of us, I guess I could say we're finally trying to see. Again, my approach is windmill it, fight through it. I always tell my daughter, do it afraid. And what she don't know is I'm still doing it afraid, and I'm 52. I still do things afraid. I get up in the morning and I do it. You mentioned small tasks, little wins. That is key.
It's huge.
Because it's going to mentally shift you to understanding that, one, you can give yourself grace, and two, you're still growing and moving. It may not be to the capacity that social media or other people think you should be at, but it's who you proving it to.
Exactly.
You know, so I feel like I hope we stay in these places, but even if we have some setbacks, I'm still standing. It's making me stronger. I don't cry as much. Now I'm like, okay,
whatever.
6:30. Oops, I keep hitting this table, and they keep telling me not to.
We promised y'all raw. Y'all are getting raw, unedited.
So need to turn my leg up. She just turned my leg up like, stop it.
But this is the good part. So, okay, here's the question. What has 2026 taught you, Tanita?
For me, I would say I have learned to stop saying yes so quickly and like really taking a pause. Even stuff that I feel like, girl, you could do that. I take a pause and like, Lord, is this really my assignment? Because sometimes I need to learn. I have learned now to let people figure stuff out. Like, call me last. I think I told y'all. Let me be your last. That's still the campaign. It's going strong. But I also, the Army conditioned me to this mindset of failure is not an option. It is an option.
It is.
It is.
Come on.
And not only that, I used to. It was like I had something to prove to my leadership. So I could be drowning. They wasn't going to know it if I'm up burning the midnight oil to try to make things happen without asking for a lifeline. Now, after that big cry, I asked for a lifeline. Yeah. And so my husband really needed to see that break in me because I'm always just doing it or making it happen or he adding one more thing. If I look like I'm sitting quiet today, he's like, did I ask you, did you do such and such this? Did you do that? And I had to like literally just break down in front of him to let him see like I'm not him. I mean I am him, so I'm not human. You think I'm not human, but I really am human. I'm not a robot. I'm not Superwoman. It's fine that you want to have me up here, but I'm okay with you bringing me down here. I need help.
And that's literally good that you communicate. I know back when I was married, I had a moment. I had a full breakdown to my husband. Now, he was included in what I was feeling, but it didn't comprehend like he was a part of it. Yeah. He was just like, that's a shame. I told you about it, but it was him too. Yeah. So I get it. I get it. I'm like, it's you too. Yes. And I need you to see this. Yes. I need you to see that
part right there. It's you too. Me too.
You too.
Absolutely. You probably at the top of the list,
right? Really? Because I ain't gonna lie, he was number one on my list. I didn't want to hurt his feelings because I do love him. I do love him, but I'm like, it's you.
Right.
And he went right to the best friends, and I told you about it. It's you.
Yeah.
It's you too.
And you know what I found? What I saw recently? He took a weekend trip for the first time in 17 years. I was so happy
to hear.
It was a little guy trip. I welcomed it. I was so happy because I really just wanted that time to myself, and I noticed that
you enjoyed it.
I actually enjoyed it, and then when he cut it short and came back a day sooner,
was you mad? Did you go back?
I was like, oh my! I thought you said y'all was staying the Sunday. I'm picking you up on Saturday because I had all these things that I was getting taken care of for me.
Yeah.
And when he came, it just like interrupted that a little bit, and he was like, "You ain't happy that I'm back?" It was crickets. I was like, I don't mean it ain't that I ain't miss you, but I want to miss you tomorrow. Like I wanted you to come back tomorrow.
So what? I got one more question for you guys. What are you gonna leave behind so far for 2026?
I think for me, and I'm leaving this behind real time. like in this moment right now at this time, I'm going to try to leave behind fear. I want to try to leave behind the indecisiveness. I want to leave behind that it's okay to fail. I want to leave that behind.
Yes.
I think the anticipation of failure is a lot of the problem. I'm trying to do everything so I don't fail. But I think sometimes if we let go and fail, there's learning, there's lessons in failing, right?
That's right.
So I think being okay with failing in certain areas and then not just anticipating it and just let it happen if it happens.
That's right.
And move on.
For me, it's the capes and all the hats. I wear one ball cap. All of those extra. If it's not my assignment, I'm not doing it. I'm leaving it behind for somebody else to pick up.
So sweet.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's so
They
hard.
sweet.
They do come for me. They really do.
So what about you? What do you leave
I think
behind?
for me, I'm gonna leave behind. I had it in my head. Let me see. So I won't say that I had a lot of failures, but I'm going to leave behind knowing that whatever my path is now in my 50s and where I am in life, that I'm going to enjoy it and mentally block out, you like you said, you should be doing more, you should be having more. Because really what I'm learning is what I have is very priceless compared to the what I thought I should be having.
Right.
What I'm living is joy. I mean, it comes with ups and downs, but
that's right.
I am very happy in my path, in my journey, and not to compare it, not to feel like I'm in competition or somebody's in competition with me, but being okay with this is my life's pattern and I'm in my journey, and I'm okay with that. So I'm leaving behind the thought of maybe not failing or supposed to be something bigger or something that I'm not. So.
I agree with that. So what stretched you the most in these 4 months? What has really stretched you? I think
for me,
that's important.
What stretched me?
So, okay, I'll start. So what has stretched me has been business. Business has stretched me outside of the box. I'm an outside of the box thinker. But certain things that I couldn't control has stretched me beyond my wildest dreams. So the business has stretched me, but having to make decisions that I just didn't think were even possible, that stretched me. Staffing has stretched me beyond my wildest, but all of that has stretched me in good ways though, of making me try different things, be open-minded, and also to show a little more grace, because I'm a matter of fact, by the book, this is type A, this is what we're going to do. So it has made me step back a little bit and be a little bit more graceful.
That's good.
So with me, I would say what stretched me is just life, the different situations. Of course, again, we're multi-entrepreneurs. We have different hats and we wear many different things. So it always stretches me to problem solve and to problem solve accordingly, because I'm sometimes at the same time. So it stretches me to be calm, to know that I have a father who really has my back. And my sister used to always say, just we hear that song Stand, and sometimes I have to sing it to myself and stand, because I can't think out every solution.
Right.
So it constantly stretches me to problem solve, because everybody look to me. What's the answer? What's the solution? The roof is leaking.
Something's wrong.
Is this? Is that? So it has stretched me to be more calm. So I get that coffee or that water. I be in peace, and I just say, all right, number one, this is what I'm gonna do. Number two, this is what I'm gonna do. So that's my piece.
What is stretched?
I think for me, being more in touch with my nervous system, like literally understanding and knowing when I need to just take a knee. Like seriously, like my triggers.
Yeah.
Like when I feel anxiety or overwhelmness, like literally shut the book down. Stop doing this or stop doing that. Because sometimes I take a step back and I say, why are you really doing this? Like you paid your debt with the 20 years. Like I really could be comfortable, to be honest, without doing any business. Glory to God.
Right.
But I do these things because I love doing these
Right.
things. It's a passion, and I've tried sitting down, and that didn't work for me. That's the other thing. But because of that, I have to again be intentional and say, you know, my self-care, my peace,
Right.
and that nervous system lets me know now. Like I literally, this past week, I took a whole week off.
Good.
To do nothing. I got a few things done in my house. I had the housekeeper come and do a deep cleaning, like little things that just made my day just go so. And I was like, this feels kind of good. I need to start doing this, like not just to go on a trip, but really like
To
taking
relax.
a time off. Yes,
We
home to
we often
relax.
take a week to relax, but we don't relax.
We don't,
We do
exactly.
everything under the. We gonna spring clean. We gonna do this. So I think that's important.
Nervous system.
Yes.
Why? I feel like mine is increased. Like I'm on edge. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out on anything. Say
Yes.
something wrong, bye.
But okay, so it's very transparent. So I have always been that person. I'm like you, and we're fixers by nature, right? And we're very strong, and we've been hit a whole lot, and so we just learn to deal with stuff, right? We just
As
it comes. I'm dodging punches. I'm taking punches. I'm taking your punches. I'm helping you. I'm a baby you, and I'm gonna grieve with you, and I'm gonna do this.
I'ma
and I'm
hold
do that.
your hand.
You know what I did? I went to the doctor. I said, I need you to give me something.
You just did what I did.
I'm sorry, I hit the table. But I told the doctor, I need you to prescribe me something. And she said, okay, no problem. But she looked at me like, I never thought you would ask me. I tried to give you stuff before you went.
Yeah,
Like,
you say you need it now.
But I feel that, and my daughter was like, Mama, you okay? Because it was just one thing after the next. One thing. I needed something to help me try to anticipate what was coming, but also be calm when it comes.
Yes.
Because I'm on 10. You can't
Yes.
live your life in your
cannot.
nervous system.
Not on 10.
It won't allow it.
I'm like
No.
this. I'm ready. Who coming next? So you can't live your life like that. So for me, it was important for me to take. My health is important. To have something on board that helps me prepare for whatever's coming next.
Yes.
So I was proud of myself because I was just like, I can handle it.
Yeah.
I don't need anything.
I'm just glad we talking about it and that, you know, we can all compare and lean on one another with our experiences because there's kind of, they intertwine at some level. So that's really good. So now we're going to take you to our next segment, which is called the Tea Time. And
today our tea time is going to be unpopular opinion.
now, before we get started, usually sometimes we flow with whatever the topic is, but sometimes if the topic is kind of a little heavy, we'll just do something different. So today we're going to do something, we're going to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay?
So for all of you all who have not been living under a rock or who have not been taking a break from social media, you know that there has been a beef that has brewed for quite a while. I think it's been simmered down.
Okay.
But I just want to hear everybody's perspective and weigh in on this T.I. and 50 Cent
I heard about
beef. Because there was a lot, and I think there's quite a bit to unpack, but I'm just curious as to where you ladies stand on your perspective on how things were handled.
My perspective, most people probably won't agree with my perspective because I guess
because
I'm
we
old
didn't talk
school.
about this, so I'm interested
Right.
to hear.
I'm old school. I grew up with 4 brothers and
Okay.
a sister. So in my house, there was 4 boys and then me. I had to learn how to fight and how to joan. And if you didn't know how to fight and joan, I was getting whooped every day.
Okay.
So I had to learn to become one of them. My perspective is, don't talk about nobody's mama if you can't handle it. And you can't tell me how to handle it.
Or how low to go.
You can't, because if you come for me, I am gutter. So
Okay.
that's exactly where I'm taking it. So you can't be like, oh no, that's too low. Don't talk about his mama. Nope. You have to know that if you come for me, I'm coming for you. And I think, you know how when we were little, don't say nothing about my mama.
Yeah, that's still
That
to
was a
this
fight.
day.
That was a fight.
Don't do it to
So
this
why
day.
why is this? I'm trying to figure out why was there so much commotion. Of course, I know both of they're both celebrities, and that in itself brought about a lot of attention. But you don't talk about nobody's mama and expect their kid, or in T.I.'s defense.
My part. Go ahead.
I just feel like this. Whether you're talking about my child, my wife, my husband, my mama, the gloves come off. So it works both ways.
But let me ask this: did he really talk about her, or did he just show a picture that was not a good appealing picture that was already out on the internet?
Let me rephrase this. So I said don't talk about anybody's mom, but here's my thing. 50 took the first punch when he talked about this man's wife, and to me that's off limits.
No, what did he say about her? Because I thought it was just a
about
picture.
About
he
his wife.
Showed a picture.
He showed a picture that wasn't flattering.
Okay,
right.
that's just right.
That's
just like
it off.
But that
when
picture
you wake
is out there for the world anyway.
It
is, but he didn't have to bring it up.
I see what you're saying, like it's already out there.
No.
But I just 50 Cent is messy.
He's
a genius, but he's messy.
But that's what he does. That's what he's known for.
Yes. So my whole thing with that, I can't really get on that piece, but my piece was about the kids speaking up for their mom and creating different songs for him.
Did you feel that was wrong?
No,
because I did not.
I didn't feel like the songs.
No, I did not.
I actually liked the songs, especially the Monties. I didn't think that the songs was wrong. I feel like that's where it kind of should have played out at, is in their music, since they're all artists. I just feel like the whole dead mother thing, I felt like that was extremely low.
But that's
and wearing the lady on his t-shirt.
But here again, all Damani or whichever child did it, all they did was went and found a picture of his mama and put it on a t-shirt. That's no different than him digging up a picture.
And wore it though.
But he went and got a picture that was out already.
And posted it to millions of people.
So you can't offend me and then tell me how to offend or not offend you back. There's no rules in that.
I agree with that. In certain
rules.
Situations, I do agree with that. Like if you strike first, you can't tell a person how to respond back.
It's old school. If you gonna dish it, you better be able to take it.
Take whatever I come out with, and I'm going low.
And I'm going low.
Yeah.
And now Michelle Obama said go high.
We don't.
But I am going low. I'm telling you, and I love God.
Yes, but I'm going low. But you can't tell me how to. You can't tell me how to respond. That's okay. In the next episode, it'll be no tap. We always get it out in the first episode. But I'll say this, and we'll wrap. But to conclude, there was a lot of people that felt the children shouldn't have been involved.
See, and I feel like
I didn't feel like that. That's not my perspective either, because they're really not children; they're adults,
exactly.
And they got involved. They use their platforms.
I think they're geniuses, and they're all geniuses like their dad. I think they all saw a way to make money and laugh because they all went in the studio and said, "Let's get in this bag and let's create a song." So
it reminds me of Candy Burns.
Yes,
I love her.
Yeah.
I love Candy. Gonna make the situation.
She gonna turn into
money.
Every time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I saw nothing wrong with. I think he started it. They finished it. He didn't see that coming, but
I don't think it's over.
They will always
it may be over because 50 moves to the next person and talks about something.
But they all have.
But it's very possible that he could possibly be working on a documentary, bringing up.
I heard about that.
It's very possible because he gonna get in his bag too. I'm not pro 50 Cent because I love T.I.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Whether they said anything back or rebutted or said whatever, 50 was gonna make the documentary anyway.
Well, this gives him that much more because I bet he's probably out interviewing all these women who done made claims in the past.
I saw that.
With them,
I didn't know how true that was, but.
Well,
allegedly
money was paid to kind of quiet them all down. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
So we have to ask our audience.
Yeah.
Which a
couple of questions. Has 2026 grabbed you by your ponytail? Has it windmilled you? Has 2026 taken you down and through there? Because as you can see, we're recapping, and all of us have a story to tell. But we want you to let us know, how has 2026 been for you? Has 2026 stretched you? in positive and or negative ways. Tell
and
us.
It's not even May.
Yes, we want to know. We're not in May yet, and
Right.
we've been drugged through these St. Louis here streets.
That's right.
We also want to know about your response to the unpopular opinion tea time. Let us know what you think. Are you
I'm thinking, Tony, you have a different stance on that. You
Yeah.
feel like what? Because you didn't really say it.
Well, I just feel like that I said the death of the mother part should have.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That was my
okay.
thing.
That was
like
your
the
thing.
singing, the rapping, the songs. I think that was
You just
amazing.
you felt like they just went too low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you team T.I. or are you team
50 Cent.
Or you team Gutter.
So let us know, chime in. We are happy to be back for season 2. We've got some great episodes coming your way, but we wanted to just take this time and recap, let you know that we are still human, very transparent, real and raw, and that's what you're going to get for season 2. Table tapping, transparency is coming your way. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be back with another episode soon.
Thank you.